to I have, but I didn't really take them seriously. I took this set of people close. And when I went to them and I explained, and they were like, that is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to be in your lowest
with your
with
friend.
your friend.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to another episode of the Positive Moment. If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, do that right away and click on the notification button right beside it when you do that. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. We are all over the place. My name is Victoria, you know that already. And today with me, I have a co-host in person of Kelwe.
Hey, hello everybody.
How you doing today? How's your
I'm
week
good.
been?
My week, it's been glorious. Nigeria has been really, it's been taking its toll on us, but bless God.
We are here together until God decides to change our location.
Abi.
We'll wait together and enjoy. Alright, so today we want to discuss some signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Yeah. We're talking about like five signs that you're in a toxic relationship. So that when you see those signs, you just know that this is a red flag. And when we talk about relationship, it's not just about boyfriend, girlfriend.
We have relationship, day-to-day relationships, and every argument with people, yeah.
Okay. So we have a relationship with your colleague, acquaintance, your family members, friends, and of course, boyfriend, girlfriend.
And even day-to-day activities, you meet
Yeah.
people. Last week I was coming to the office and I met a man. Literally, it was very fun. We were trying to enter the bus, there was a line and I was at the front. And this man literally pushed me.
Wow.
It was funny. I wanted to react, but I just looked at it like this might be someone that really beats or fight with his wife or fight with anybody or is not in a good place. So if it was someone that doesn't understand people, you would have just
Yes.
caused the commotion. So
Yeah.
relationship is day to day. You have people around.
Yeah, that's it. So the first point we'll be discussing is jealousy.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's it's okay to be jealous, you know, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you might just feel, oh, this person, this, that. But there's a limit to your jealousy.
Yeah.
There's a limit to it.
Jealousy is it's like you said. It's really nice. Let me know it's the word nice. It's good to be.
Normal.
It's normal. It's a normal thing. But when it's becoming out of hand, when you are already taking it too personal, and it's turning to, let's say, envy, and you can't stand the person any longer because of what the person is doing or what's happening with the person.
And somebody said envy is the beginning of witchcraft. Seriously, because when you start envying somebody, you start wishing the person bad. Yeah, that's it. So when you are becoming envious, just know that you're already in a toxic relationship with that person. Or when you feel like somebody is getting envious of you, and when they are envious of you, they show it actually.
Yeah, but
You see it that this person is envious.
It starts from jealousy. It's like a person is like, why this person do better than me? Or why this person flinging with a person or someone that you feel is supposed to be with you. But then when it now turns to, I don't want to talk to this person, like, because you are talking to this person, because you are following this person, no longer this relationship will not continue.
But there's actually a way to deal with it. If you feel like you are getting envious of your friend or
You talk to
somebody,
the person.
there's this story I heard about these people. They are just a group of singers, and one of them is really shiny. Like, it's always like that. Somebody is always a star and all of that. So there's a particular person. They are friends apart from the singing group, and she just felt like she had to stay away for a while because she's already feeling envious of that person. She's the one they will call for this, call for that. She's the one that's shining everywhere. So she had to tell her, okay, I'm staying away for a while until I deal with myself with this, because she actually said that she's getting envious. So she stayed away. She went ahead to deal with that on her own. So it's something you can work on.
And if
Those
some,
things
if
happen, but you can
you know,
work on it.
in let's say boyfriend and girlfriend relationships now, you can't work out. You can't
Yeah.
leave. So what do we do in that kind of situation?
But if
You can't
if
leave.
it's getting too much, you might really have to give each other space. Because
If
when-
you are envious of someone that the person is close to the person, like probably
if you're
your
in a
partner,
relationship with somebody and you're envious of the person you're in a relationship with, that means that envious will get to a point where you start wishing the person bad. So what are you still doing there?
yeah, you just give yourself a break.
Just yes, that's
Let
it.
yourself
If you
back
can deal with
some
it
air.
later and you come back, fine. But if you can't deal with it, let everybody go their separate. Next point is being blamed for their emotions. When somebody is blaming you for how they feel, maybe you said something and they actually perceive it in another way. You can't control how people feel. Actually,
Everybody's different.
everybody is different.
God made us different.
Yeah, so you can't really control how they feel. You might say something from a good place, but they received it in another dimension, in another way, and they start
That's
feeling
why
like
they say you don't. In this past, I'm bringing up this. I don't think it relates, but you can also bring it when they say you don't judge a book by its cover.
yeah.
Because you don't. Some people say some things and it might mean a different way entirely, and you just get angry. That sometimes I learned from one of my friends. You don't judge people according to their present actions. You look back and be like, has this person done this thing before, or has this person ever said this word before? Before you start acting on what the person said currently.
But there are some people you just tell them something and they will not tell you that this thing you said but they will start acting on it because they feel like this is what you mean, even that's not what you mean. They will feel like this is what you mean and then they start reacting to it. So when somebody is behaving that way towards you, you can't control how they feel. You can say something and they feel like you are how they used to say this thing, like you're stepping on my self-esteem or something. Like, but you can't really control how they feel or how they receive it. So when they're now using whatever you did or said to act against you, just know that relationship is toxic. Yeah. So the next point is stonewalling. Stonewalling, right? Okay.
Stonewalling is really something that some people, even in our relationships with like people now, generally. Because I like bringing people generally, not just when we talk about relationship. Sorry, I like bringing people generally, like the way you deal with people doing your day-to-day activities or your friends. Probably you have an issue with your friend and you can't even tell the person. You're trying to avoid discussions. You can't even talk to the person. You can't just when the person brings up the issue, like
Just like you're just sweeping everything under the carpet.
They're
They're just sweeping it under the carpet. And those kind of people, they find it difficult to have hard conversations. Like, these conversations are very important, but they will just find a way to avoid it, to just sweep it. And in that way, if you do that to me, for example, now I'll start feeling hot because I really want to talk about this thing.
And one thing about
But they don't want to, they just
in relationships, no matter how the relationship is, boy to girl, boy to boyfriend, anybody, communication is key. Communication is a very, very paramount, essential key. You have to, you must talk now. You must say something. You must discuss how we are feeling.
No matter how hard the conversation is, you just have to have it if you still want that relationship to go well. So it's really unfair to sweep things under the carpet when your partner, your friend, really wants to express himself or herself. So,
and in that point of expressing himself or herself, you don't take it ahead. This is where we bring in blaming others for your emotions. You don't now take it personal and say, this person is talking because I did this. Person is just saying things about me, but you do it to blame others for your emotions.
Yeah, and some people, what they do is they will change the subject. You'll be talking about this that they will just reply with something totally different because they don't want to talk about that. and it's really
It's really
unfair.
bad.
Yes. So if somebody is doing that to you, just know that that relationship is toxic.
Nah.
Yeah. So you can actually work on. There's none of these points that you cannot work on.
Yeah,
Yes, you can work on that. Everything in this world still boils down to communication. We spoke about jealousy. With communication, you can overcome it. Yes. So with these two, with communication, you can overcome it. So alright, the next point is boundaries. Yes. When they are not taking your boundaries seriously. Because everybody, I spoke about boundary in one of our previous episode. You can check our previous videos. I spoke about boundaries in friendship. Every friendship has boundaries. Even some husband and wife relationship, they still have boundaries. Yeah, so the thing is, when someone is no longer respecting your boundaries, especially when you have made it clear, this, I don't want it, and the person keeps doing it and keeps just taking you for granted.
Like a turn off. It kills the vibe. Just like fun now. So we've spoken about this. I don't like this.
That's it. So when they are taking you for granted, just know that that relationship is a toxic relationship. Next point is toxic relationships strip away your self-esteem. Like you make you feel worthless.
Like you don't deserve to be loved. You don't deserve to have a relationship.
You know, there are some people, like, let me use a boyfriend or friend kind of relationship. There's somebody I know, and the person she was with telling her that nobody can love you the way I love you. Where do you think you go from? Where do you think we are sent? What do you think we do? And you know that kind of thing, you're looking at yourself that maybe it's true. Maybe nobody really cares. And they're doing that on purpose so that you just stay with them.
Even if the relationship is not working out, you still stay because you feel like
there's no way to go. And friends actually do that to each other. They feel like I'm better than you. If you're not my friend, you think people will talk to you. It's my influence, especially those ones that feel they are like maybe influencers or celebrities. Like it's because of me. If not because of me, you cannot get this.
And a relationship or a friendship is supposed to help you build your self-esteem. Your circle is supposed to help you to, when you are down, easily run to them with no fear, no grudge in that. You know that I can be my lowest with these people. I can be in a very bad state. That's how a relationship with friendship is. But when it becomes like you can't see your mind, you can't even. I've been in a friendship like that. It was not a relationship. I had few friends, and whenever I'm with them, I'm not this flashy kind of person, too flashy. The friends I had, they were very flashy friends. When they start spending money, when they start doing all this, I was feeling like at some point it made me go into something that I didn't really want to go into. But thank God for people that I had other circle of friends. So another circle of friends I have, but I didn't really take them to this place. I took this set of people. And when I went to them and explained, and they were like, that's not it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to be in your lowest with your friends.
That's it. So if you find yourself in a relationship where the other person is making you feel like you are worthless, just that one, I don't think it can be salvaged. You just have to walk away because it will affect you on the long run. You start feeling like you are nothing, as if you have no place in this
and to bring about how these things they are intertwined. It will not bring about envy or jealousy. And when envy, like you said before, envy is the root of evil. It's just like one of the beginning of witchcraft. So when it now brings about envy and you now think about doing something bad. Like I said in my own case, I was thinking of doing something that I think my wife
is just to feel at home.
Yeah. And so many people do it nowadays. That's where we come about fake life.
Yes, it's low self-esteem that actually causes that.
Fake life.
Especially on Instagram. People that will borrow clothes to snap just to feel at home, just to feel like I'm a big girl. Maybe somebody somewhere, I think you are this, you are that. They do not want to prove to you that they are not. And they are still, they are fake. It's not worth it. So the last point we're going to talk about is physical abuse. this kind of talk can really get someone emotional. And it's really common between boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. Not even husband and wife.
Husband and wife too, it's now
Yeah.
rampant.
No, that's the what I mean by that is we are not even going there.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Ordinary boyfriend and girlfriend, not even those ones you hear stories every day. But boyfriend and girlfriend, not even fiance and fiance.
My dad have no pity for she not come and raise your hand on my
No.
head.
When I was an undergraduate, there were people that were doing couples live. I didn't even hear about that.
It's plenty.
Couples live undergraduate and they're already pitying you. And you're still staying there. When it's not as if they don't give you money in your house to rent your own apartment. Some of them will spend the money.
Yeah.
And do not stay with the guy. And the guy will not confuse you.
Beat you. So, see, it's like a turn off for me. What do you raise your hand? You raise your hand
And
on me.
funniest part of it, those kind of people, they cannot face their needs.
Yes.
A guy, any guy.
They can't.
But they like to flex their muscle on the woman. I feel like it's even low self-esteem for the guys to meet you. Because that's go and face your needs.
I've been in a relationship before now. The guy, we were having an argument one day, and it got to a point that he was angry, and he was almost, but later he just, because he's someone that has self-esteem and self-control, he walked out immediately on my front. He was out for like an hour to just cool off his head.
That's it. No, no matter
how
rude you think the woman is, you think the woman is rude or you think she's insulting you, or she just calm down, self-control. Because at the end of the day, people will not ask what did she do.
Yeah, he's not belong. And at that point, when he walked out, I came to my senses. I was like, have fun now. Right? You're doing too much. Everybody be calm down.
And it will resolve the issue like two responsible adults.
That's where my
Because I don't understand how a man wants to beat a woman. Like,
and some of them will beat to the extent that even their children will meet with cars.
Seriously. I will even blame the people that will still stay in that kind of place.
Some of them, it goes down. That's why I said this topic.
Most people that do this, physical abuse, they also do that low self-esteem.
Yeah.
They will strip you of your self-esteem.
Yes.
And you feel like especially when they have an upper hand, when they have money or they are sponsoring you with something. You don't want to leave the money, you don't want to leave everything. But if you have the courage, but if you have the courage to leave, it will be good to leave.
Because everybody is special. They are special.
Yes.
Don't let anybody tell you that you're not beautiful. You're beautiful in your own way. You might not, I'm sorry to say, but some people might not be really beautiful facially, but their hearts are made of gold. Right? Even better than people that they are fine, they are very beautiful, fair skin, light skin, big ass, big everything, and they are not. Their acts are not as nice as some people that claim that they are not fine. So don't let anybody strip you of your self-esteem and make you look like you are nobody, you are nothing.
Yeah. And Yoruba people used to say something. I don't know how to say to Yoruba, but I can paraphrase that. If they slap you today and they slap you tomorrow, I think it's also like palo di palo, like one day that has a good lunch. Like you slap your face today, tomorrow they slap you again. One day is the blind completely. And most of these people that go through domestic violence, most of them they suffer from internal and depression. The day they're able to die, it might just be one push. Because that thing has been accumulating different injuries. There was one movie I saw last Thursday, Green Ever After, episode 802. It was about domestic violence. Like, they have been beating this woman. Each time she tried, she's married. She tried to talk to her parents. They will tell her nobody has ever been divorced in our family. You have to speak, they have to take care of your family. At the end of the day, she will take care of my children. She'll stay on the seat. They dependent on that to take it.
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. Some people say because of religion. Sometimes I don't look at religion, and I serve God well, and we bless God for that. But I don't look at religion. Sometimes some people, there's one of my friends. I'm still saying, don't stay. Why will you stay? Move on with your life. There's someone better.
There are some people that they don't believe they have a destiny. They don't believe they have purpose. They don't believe they are here for something. They have attached their relevance and their value to their partner. So anything, they will stay there. If somebody beats you to death, how are you supposed to fulfill purpose? How are you supposed to fulfill destiny? Your own life should
That's why
manifest.
this person I listened to your message online. He said, his wife said, you have to have your own purpose fulfilled. Then your husband's purpose should be fulfilled. Then two of you, your destiny joined together should bring a productive result.
I
Not
think,
that somebody should come and
I think we need to really talk to our guests more to place value on
themselves.
themselves.
Yes.
Yes, you have to place value on yourself. There are a lot of empowerment going on anyway. So I think this generation is more enlightened than the previous generation. So now, if you are a woman in this generation, born in this generation, and you're still allowing yourself to go through that kind of toxicity, that kind of abuse, then I can really say it's on you. Because now everywhere you know what to do, leave that place. You know, in the previous generation, you can't like really live like that. If you leave, everybody she has left. But now, people will comment because your own life matters too. Your life matters, and this kind of toxic traits is not something that can be served. So just walk away. Just walk away. The one we spoke about, the self-esteem, is like emotional abuse. And this one too is physical abuse. So if you are going through either emotional abuse or physical abuse, please, your own life matters to you. You have somebody who means so much to some people. Some people are actually waiting for you to manifest somewhere. So if you just allow somebody to kill you and just die,
and just be your smile.
And even the children,
it might just be your smile that is encouraging someone.
Even the children that you think you are staying for, when you die, it's not the same thing. So just stay strong, and I think women should also learn how to be able to stand alone. Yeah.
Don't wait for daddy killing to bring money for.
That's the old that some people have over their own man. Like, I'm providing everything, so you have to.
Some people
And
even to buy bars, even to buy.
It does not even matter that
you have to wait for your husband to bring money. You should come back. Wait for him. You want to buy pure water. Daddy did not remove water, money for water. You have to wait and test. Really? Not in this generation.
It does not even matter. It does not even matter that the man is providing everything. That is not justification to beat the woman. See your daughter. Beat her as what your daughter. Even your daughter said there's an age limit. Yes. Because I don't subscribe to even beating a teenager. Your child cannot be like 13, 14, 16 and you're still using belts on that kind of child. You're still beating, or you are beating your sister as an adult, or like it does not make sense to get. So we need to do better. Women need to do better. And if you're in this kind of toxic relationship, please, your life matters. If you die, you just die. And the person that killed you will continue his life. They might not even charge you to court. Nobody might actually take up the case. And even if they do charge him to court, maybe they caught him in the heart and they charge him, they might win the case. And you just die.
Doing 1 year, 2 years,
remembrance for you. Like, yeah, there's one person like that too on my. I've forgotten the name of this person. She died due to domestic violence. Because it was not long ago that they did 1 year remembrance. Like, she had just gone like that. But she could have easily walked away. Nobody deserves to be beaten. And you know that some men actually go to domestic.
Yes, let's just look at some ladies, they are.
And you know their own cases. Their own cases. You know their own case is peculiar because if they even take, you know, a woman can still take it to a police station and they can still take it up. But if you go there as a man, they feel like, are you mad? Are you okay? Like your wife is beating you. And those things, there are some women that are strong. You get. And some men have vowed never to raise their hands on you. But even at that, if a man is going through that, you to walk away. Those
small child, anybody.
Because some women, their own is not like they're even beating, it's true, they will throw something, anything in their hand, whether it's knife, whether it's bottle, they will throw anything. Don't stay that kind of place to walk away, even as the man. If your wife is violent towards you, walk away. And sometimes those things could be mental, could be a mental, so maybe the person is bipolar or something. So just walk away for your own safety. Because if you die, you just die. Just go like that. I really hate to hear stories about domestic violence. It brings me like, wow, you have to stay there or please
Move on. Move on with your life. You are the owner of your body and you are the owner of the body.
seriously, you should take control of your own life. Like be in charge. Don't attach your value to someone else. Be in charge of your life, be in charge of your emotions, control everything. Everything in this life has a limit. Yeah. Alright, I think we've come to the end of today's episode. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And when you subscribe, click on the notification button.
Below.
Below. And when you click on the notification button, follow us on all our social media pages. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yes, Snapchat. We are all over the place. And you can also go through our previous episodes, drop your comments. And even on this video, if you still know some other toxic traits, you can drop it in the comments below. Alright, till we meet next time. My name is still Victoria and we meet.
Get well.
Bye. You're welcome back, sir.
Start again.
Red lights.
Green light.
Hello, everyone.